One nigga's crisis is another nigga's opportunity. Hey y'all, what's up, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about power, all right? And we're going to just jump right into it. Definitely make sure that you go ahead, if you're not yet part of the family, you subscribe, turn on your post notifications. You already know we got the Baddies reunion that we're going to talk about later, so you got to check that out as well. Also, you know, Empress Looks, my brand, definitely check it out. I do have a lot of posh hair accessory clips that you guys can check out and support your girl, you know, keep everything flowing and going. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So Jukebox, so she was at Nicole's grave, which obviously we know is her ex, and her father had popped up, and actually he was actually pretty kind and pretty cool. Like, you know, he was actually somebody who was nothing like the person that he married. You know, it was like polar opposites, if you want to say that. And he told her that he was actually getting a divorce from his wife Linda, and that he really misses his daughter so much. But he actually, throughout the whole conversation, he was very empathetic, and he was just also understanding. And he said, like, he knows above all that she made his daughter happy and she was able to experience love, and for that he truly appreciates her. So, you know, that was actually pretty awesome that he gave her almost like a sense of closure, you know, that she's not this evil person that everybody thinks she is. She's not the person who killed their daughter, you know. And he even asked her if she had the tape, or if she knew where the tape was that they had done together, that song that they had done. But she was like that she didn't know, although she did have it. But she was able to later on go to a place and get it redone and stuff like that. Well, fixed up. So just as I thought, Lou, of course, he was going to be effing his artist. And it's exactly what he was doing. What's her name? Azia, whatever her name is. So Crown, he owes the Jamaicans $50,000. So now that's Louis' problem, because Louis off the guy without knowing all his financial obligations and things that he had to take care of. And he's a business partner with him. So if they can't find him, but they see you, they gonna get you, you know? So now he has to pretty much like try to see what he can do to get that money back. They even ended up jumping him outside to show him like, all right, you gonna have to do what you gotta do, because we want our money. We gonna have to persuade you and let you know, like, we about our business, you know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what happened with that. Raquel, she hung out with that same producer that we seen in previous episodes. I think his name was Cartier, I think it was Cartier. And they were like at some fancy restaurant eating some what are those things called? Caviar, you know, caviar, you know, little fish eggs, you know. I don't want to say fish eggs because that sounds like whack and nasty. Don't nobody say, yeah, I'm eating some fish eggs, girl. And they be like, I'm eating some caviar, you know. So anyway, yeah, that's what they was out there. But she wasn't really feeling all that stuff anyway. But I mean, she was there with him. They was mostly talking business. And some dude, he came up and he was a little, like, you could tell like he wasn't handling business. He was somebody that was supposed to be below Cartier, and he wasn't really doing what he got to do. So, you know, Raquel did her little manipulation tactic, talk to Mr. Cartier real quick and let him know, like, aren't you the same person that said insubordination leads to insurrection? Like, I don't see you doing what you say you preach. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he definitely did handle business later on. He seen the guy outside with like a little black something going on over here on the side of his face behind his sunglasses. So he definitely got a little roughed up real quick, you know. But Raquel also wants to work with the dude, so that's why she approached him and, you know, kind of let him know, like, you know, you need to just kind of swing over here. I can help you out real quick. So I don't know how that's going to turn out, because she is kind of betraying this Cartier dude. So this could, if the dude flips or says something, that could turn nasty real quick. But she's like, I know that you ain't really trying to like cross him or whatever. So it would be a good idea for you to hop on in business with me. So we'll see. Now, Kareen's mother, which is the girl that, you know, Kanan was kind of talking to a little something, but nothing real too serious. The new girl on the block, or actually he just moved to that place, so he's kind of like the new guy in the block or some shit or whatever. But anyway, the mother, she was all like, he went to return the gun and stuff like that, and the mother was all ready to seduce him and entice him, honey. She was like, you know, just showed him everything. And, you know, one thing led to another, and he did what he had to do. And then Kareen popped in, and the mother's just heartless. She was just like, it happens to everybody. Like, I don't remember my mother having sex with my boyfriend when I was in high school. Like, what? You know, it happens to everybody. Like, damn, I must have missed that memo. But she was just like real, like, it is what it is. And then she seduced him again, and he was just in it. Like, at first he was trying to, like, you know, go after the girl, like, yo, this is not normal. But then mother just, come here, baby. Let me show you what I can do for you. You don't need that little thing. I'm like, with a mother like that, couldn't be me, yo. That's crazy. Like, you literally in competition with your mother. That's when you have a young mother that just don't care about nothing. Now, Jukebox was at Bible study and talking about, like, you know, what's right and what's wrong and stuff like that. And in the Bible study, and you can tell she's just mainly doing these things to get in good graces with her mother, like I said in previous episodes, but they was all talking about heterosexual relationships. Don't have sex with your mother, or your mother's daughter, or some shit like that. You know, they was just saying a whole bunch of stuff, but there was one thing where it said, don't have it with the same sex. A man should not have sex with a man, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, she's sitting there, and it's probably making her think, like, yo, is my lifestyle wrong? It's just making her question everything about herself. And she's just pretty much, like I said, she's doing this because she wants to, like, show her mom, like, you know, I'm worthy. Like, I need you to be here for me. Like, I don't want you to run away because I'm here. I'm doing everything, you know? But, dang. She even tried to talk to a guy. She gave him her number and everything, and her mother's looking at her like, good job, girl. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. This is the holy way, you know? It seemed like uncomfortable for her. So it turns out that the kid with the one-eyed Jack with the patch, he was not the snitch or the rat after all. Howard had it all wrong, made them kill off the boy for no reason. And it actually seemed like it was somebody else. They really don't know exactly who it is. They said it could have been maybe his mom, I think. Because they said his mom keeps on coming saying she know that he didn't commit suicide. She knows somebody did it. So, yeah, it's just like all types of messy. Marvin and Jukebox, they finally had a conversation in this particular episode. And, you know, it was a decent little something. You know, they had some words. She didn't walk away from him. And he just kind of told her, like, you know, asked her first, like, when were you going to tell me about your mother? And she's like, I wasn't. Who did tell you? And he's just like, she wasn't here all this time and she didn't try. At least, although I've effed up and I've messed up, I actually have been here and I ain't go nowhere, you know? And I mean, that's true. He's not the perfect parent, and no parent can really say I'm perfect because there's no handbook. Or, I mean, there probably is a handbook now, the way people be writing up stuff on the internet, but that don't mean it's real. That don't mean it's right. That's just your way. That doesn't mean that that's the way that I want to parent my kid. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, my point of saying that is he did what he could with what he's been dealt. Like, he probably didn't have the best upbringing. He didn't know the right and wrong things to do. Not excusing him for damn near killing off his daughter and choking her up. But I'm just saying, like, at least, like he said, he was there. Well, Marvin, he actually finished off his anger management class. So maybe that's why, you know, he's a little better at having these conversations and, you know, actually trying to verbalize what he's saying and how he feels emotionally, you know. And, you know, like I told y'all, that little mama, the trainer, she definitely is feeling him. All right. She definitely is like eyeing him. She gave him her number and everything. I knew that was going to happen, but at least she did it very tactfully. Okay. She waited until the class was done so that she can't get herself in any type of trouble. She did it ethically. Okay. She did it the right way. She's like, I would love to know more. Here's my number. Now, Symphony, he's leaving because he out, all right, at this point. And Raquel, after she spoke to Howard, he told her about the whole fact that he messed up with the whole rat situation. Of course, she's upset about that, but now she see him leaving and she kind of looking like, could it possibly be him? Because he actually came up to her and he told her that Officer Shannon had tried to get some information from him, but he ain't say nothing. So, and Dwight, I feel like Howard, he kind of made it feel like, you know, he's part of a problem because he's kind of like a loose end, you know? Lou, like I was telling y'all before, he needs to go into business now with that same Cartier dude that his sister's in business with, because he needs to find a way to get this $50K. So in order to do a deal with the devil, you have to give him something in return. And that's actually what he also had to do. So Cartier's like, well, if Mr. What's-his-name ain't coming back after his long singing dance, if Mr. Crown, you know, if he's done, you know, I need to get half of his half, you know? So at least he's not asking for the whole half, you know, but he wants half of whatever Crown would have got, which, you know, they're about to. So yeah, he definitely just made a verbal agreement. I don't know if they're going to write it up, but they made a verbal agreement. So now he's indebted to him. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how this goes, but I don't know if this is a good person to do business with. But then again, his sister's also doing business. He just didn't want to ask his sister because he done effed up so many times. He tried to still take money so he could try to make up this $50K. Like, he's just doing everything. What was it, $50K or $500K? I think it was $50K. But yeah. And so, what else happened? So Marvin got his ex out for the count, that chick that could have possibly ended up being a witness. What's her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Tamara? What? I forget her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about, that girl. So yeah, they ended up taking her out, honey, and almost took out the dentist too. But the guy who was shooting, he ended up shooting his own boy. So that's going to be real nasty. I don't know, that's going to lead to some type of investigation off of somewhere. So I don't know if that was the best thing to do, but we going to see, because, yeah, I don't think it was, though. And like I was saying with Raquel, now she's starting to think, like, who could possibly be the snitcher. She literally almost took Symphony out while he was packing stuff ready to leave, you know, just putting it in the car. She pointed at him, but she ended up not doing it. I guess because her conscience was like, yo, this man loved me. He did so much for me. Like, nah, I can't do this to him. Let me just let him go about his business and live his life. You know, even though he knows so much, he was always a good person, you know? And sometimes you just gotta let shit be and just keep it moving, you know? I think he kind of saw her, but I don't know if it really clicked that, you know, what was really about to happen. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Let me know what you thought about that episode down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuce it.